Dan Dierdorf used to say that he was much more nervous watching his kids play as opposed to playing a game. How about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think when it's all like all of us want to have some control of what we're doing, and so you have no control of how that goes for your son. So it is nerve-wracking. I think I handle it well, but I do get more nervous watching them because I know how badly they want to have success. So I want it to go well for them, and so. I think it is. It's easier when you're doing it because but watching your kid, you want it for him really bad. So it is. I would agree with that.
Now, do you make it your idea to let's go hit, or do you make sure that they said,
Yeah.
Dad, let's go hit?
I tell them all the time, like, I will throw to you as long as you want to be thrown to, but I can't. It's got to be your work ethic and your you got to want to practice. If this is what you want to do, you have to love the practice and you have to love the work. It's their idea. I tell them, if you want to go hit, I'll throw to you all day long, but I'm not going to make you go work. I mean, this is, in this game, you got to love, sort of the practice part of it. So that's one thing that's been really cool is I don't have to force them. I don't have to, I really just kind of, we do a ton and work a lot, but it's like you said, it's their idea.
And I know it's a long shot to achieve what you achieved, but do you think just natural talent at that age, they're better than you?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to always say, like, I don't know how good I was at 17, but they're very talented. I mean, they'll have the tools to do what they want to make baseball their profession, I think. I mean, it goes a lot. There's a lot of people that want those jobs. But they love it and they're talented, so I'm excited about what their future looks like in baseball. But it is they're good players, so it's going to be fun.
And you don't want to commit to another job with an organization which you probably could get like that because you don't want to miss this, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm in a good spot right now because I'm coaching at Oklahoma State and I'm learning coaching and I'm learning how to coach different players and different swings but I also have more time. The college game and the requirements for the players is not the same as pro level, so I have a chance to go watch my boys play and as the volunteer when my brother's the head coach, I can sneak away a little more easily. So it's been a good balance for me in that I'm learning and coaching but at the same time, I have time to go watch my boys and my daughter and my little guy do their things, and so I like kind of where I'm at.
And you're living in Stillwater?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so in terms of recruitment, I mean, you sleep with their mother. You have a great advantage to get them to Oklahoma State, right?
Yeah, they're both they love it there. It's that's what they know. They're around it. They're around the guys, and we have a great stadium, and we have a great program, and so. It's kind of a no-brainer. I don't have to force that on them. They want to be there, and so I'm excited about getting a chance to maybe coach them someday.
We're asking everybody like 5 standard questions. How many times have you watched Game 6?
I've seen parts of it a lot. You catch it every year about, when MLB seems to, especially during COVID when they didn't have many games to put on. I think I watched it probably 2 or 3 times during COVID. But I've seen it a lot. But I haven't watched the whole game probably, but you do see the highlights a lot.
What was that night's sleep like?
After we won?
Yeah, Game 6.
I think it was excitement because I felt like we had the momentum and that we were one day away from, winning a championship. But also knowing that baseball's crazy and that it could go either way. I mean, I think that nobody probably was sleeping great during the World Series. I don't think you do sleep great. I think you're exhausted mentally, but you wake up with that kind of buzz, of excitement that you're playing in the World Series, and it was a big game.
What was the single most nervous moment of that game for you? Was it a Berkman at bat, or what was it, do you think?
Yeah, probably the Berkman at bat, or obviously the triple by David Freese when we're down to our last strike. There was plenty to be had in that game, but yeah, probably the Freese home run or the Freese triple or the Berkman single.
How often do you wear the ring?
I don't wear it very often just because it's a little big. And I don't wear a lot of jewelry stuff, so I don't wear it very often. I actually forgot it. This would have been a great time to wear it this weekend, but I didn't bring it. So I don't wear it very often. I'm very proud of it. I show it a lot to our players, and a lot of people want to see it, but I don't wear it very often.
And how often, or do you feel in your heart you played in the greatest World Series game ever played?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Try to compare great stuff. I mean, how would you ever know? But it was definitely probably, top 5 game of all time. So it's cool to when they start ranking the games and to watch those games be included. It's pretty neat.
So we know you played an active role in the Nolan Arenado recruitment. Will you try to do the same with Trevor Story?
If called upon, I could share with him my experience. I think everybody that plays against the Cardinals knows what a great place it is. In a free agent setting, it's obviously he'll have a chance to kind of weigh his options. I don't know what the offers will be or if how that'll all go down, but if there was a chance for me to share my experience, I would. Trevor and I are pretty good friends, and obviously Nolan and him are good friends, and so Nolan's got a very recent experience. But yes, if Trevor called and asked me what I thought about being a Cardinal, I would definitely be willing to share with him.
What do you think about the possibility of Albert, who's mashing lefties, to be a platoon DH here next year?
It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. I don't know. Again, you never know with this bargaining agreement. If there's a DH here, I think it'd be a great fit. It'd be a cool way, kind of for him to, if next year would be his last year with Yachty and Waino, it'd be a pretty awesome kind of moment or moments to have that happen. So I would think that would be really cool.
And when you see Waino now, you think what?
Well, I'm just impressed that he's still doing what he's doing. But I'm not surprised. Like if he's healthy, it's always been if he's healthy, he knows what he's doing. Like he's pitched great whenever he's been healthy his whole career. But I really think his style of pitching and his savvy, it fits really well with the kind of modern day, some of what the swing and these guys are trying to do with hitting the ball in the air and trying to pull the ball more. I think that kind of fits right into the palm of his hand as far as what he wants to do. So I think it's been a good combination of his, what he knows about his pitching and what hitters are trying to do. It's been a fitting, I think, kind of movement for him.
Oh, that's a really good way to analyze it, because you think he doesn't look like the modern day pitcher because of velocity and his spin. Oh my gosh, that is a great answer. One final thought. You look like you're in great shape. If I throw you 10 fastballs at say 80 miles an hour, how many line drives do you hit right now?
10?
Yes.
I mean, the ball bat might cost me 1, but I'm hitting 9 of them.